And welcome to 302 Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside my partner for tonight, Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Caitlin Ferry, and Nick Hall here as well. Thank you for joining us. We are live from the St. E Center, Wilmington, Delaware, for the Diamond State Classic and a little consolation matchup here between two Delaware teams, Mike.
Yeah, two good ones. Both coming off losses last night. Howard to Conrad, and then Caesar Rodney played Red Bank Catholic out in New Jersey. I expect a high-scoring, or at least a high-shooting game today. These are teams that really need a win. Caesar Rodney opened with some wins in the Henlopen North, but as their competition level has risen a little bit, they've come back to earth as far as the record goes. So the Riders really could use a win. And Howard is one of the better teams in the Blue Hen Conference. And they'll be okay, but they'd like to come out here not going 0-2. So a couple teams that really want to win as we finish up the Christmas break and they get back into regular competition starting next week, probably on Tuesday. Most of the teams are playing Tuesday, Thursday next week, but we'll have to check the schedule to find out exactly what's going on. How about that unified game?
Oh,
that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
That was a great game. If you haven't seen it, make sure to check out our YouTube page. It'll be on there. Special Olympics unified game, which was right before this one. Some fantastic plays in that one. It was very fun.
There's some great shooting in that game.
Yeah, great shooting.
That number 3, I think his name is Eric, if I'm not mistaken, was setting up over on the foul line, extended right, and he drilled 2 3-pointers in a row. Brought the house down.
Nothing but
that?
Net either.
Yeah.
Brought the fans to their feet.
And Hannah, number 3, made about an 8-foot jumper from the lane, and she was so excited. She was talking to Caitlin after the game about how much she likes to shoot.
Yeah. Make sure to check out that interview in game if you haven't, for sure. Definitely a must-see.
That was fun.
A little bit getting ready here for introductions for this one. Caesar Rodney, number 5, Alexis Reed. Number 15, Kylie Cornegay-Lucas, who we saw a great deal of yesterday. Very good at getting to the basket, especially with the left hand.
Yeah, she can dribble and drive and can shoot. Cornegay-Lucas really emerged last year. I believe she's a junior this year. And got to know everybody in the state got to know her last year.
She all the plays ran through her yesterday for Caesar Rodney. Now looking over this Howard team, another good team. A tough matchup yesterday against Conrad, who was shooting the lights out.
Yeah, and you see the last player there for Howard introduced is Ronasia Blatch-Huggins, and she can really fill up the basket.
20 points in yesterday's loss for her. 15 to lead CR for Cornegay-Lucas yesterday in their losing effort.
And I guess we had a national anthem. Apparently, we're just going to start and play some basketball. So it's a little nippy inside this gym, isn't it?
Yeah, getting a little chilly. Especially, we haven't been outside in a while, but I'm sure if we were to take a step out there.
Maybe one of our St. East players here knows where the heat is located. Ryan, going to help us out? No?
Doesn't look like he knows.
No. he just goes to school here. St. Elizabeth boys players there. 5-1. 5-1 the Vikings.
Wow, great start for them.
Good start for Coach Duff Rubenkamp.
And the Lady Vikings will be live tomorrow night in the Delaware Cup Championship game here on 302 Sports.
You know, the boys, St. East boys, you know where they're practicing this week? In the box.
Yeah, the box. That's what I remember back in the day. That's where we used to go. There wasn't this around, not the St. E Center. Fortunate enough, it's here now for the Diamond State Classic as we are almost ready for tip-off here between two Delaware teams meeting up here in consolations.
And here they are. The Conrad Rebels are in the house. Coach Kaleji, he was here all day yesterday. We got Conrad and Red Bank tonight. Should be a good one.
Yeah, that should be a very good one as well.
Make Casey's. Sure to tune in. I love that.
Yeah, we had some fun with that last night as well, and they played some good basketball. And we are underway here, Diamond State Classic. Howard and Caesar Rodney, and right to it, over the top.
That was Blatch-Huggins got that one. It was tough to see. We had people walking right in front of us.
CR going right to it. Baseline cut and one. Alexis Reed, coming off a 6-point game yesterday. She'll head to the line for a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play here early in the first.
Yeah, CR's got some height, but you see who they went to there. It was the guard, Reed, cutting baseline. Saw that in the Ursuline game today when they needed that bucket at the end. Maggie Connolly drove baseline, but instead of going up for a tie, found her teammate Lauren Dorsey in the corner, and she drained a three-pointer as Reed completes that three-point play.
Yeah, that was a spectacular game earlier. If you haven't seen that one, unfortunately, we weren't able to broadcast that one. But a great win for Ursuline over an out-of-state Archbishop Spalding team, who also looked a lot better today.
Yeah, I think the day off did them a lot of good yesterday. As the St. Francis Healthcare Cup teams, they took Thursday off. A lot of teams went sightseeing or doing different things.
Foul here underneath. Go against the Riders. Howard will inbound. So 7:27 here in the first. They lob it over top. Try to get it to her again. That's Black Huggins unable to get it to go, and we're going to have a tie up here. And it'll go to the Riders. 7:19 and ticking here as the Riders bring it up. 3-2 game here, live from the Diamond State Classic on 302 Sports. Thanks for joining us. And there she is. We've seen her yesterday. It's Brianna Brooks. A couple threes yesterday for the Riders. Don't want to leave her open, Mike.
Yeah, shoots right over her man-to-man coverage and drains it about 15-footer.
Here's Blatch Huggins on the drive, left hand.
Blatch Huggins with the height advantage on her defender, Alexis Reed. Gets it up over top, can't get it to fall.
Came down with one offensive rebound, still unable to convert. CR has it now. Here's Cornegay Lucas to Brooks in the corner, and that's good again. She has her second consecutive three here in the first to give the Riders an 8-2 lead with 6:33 remaining.
She's really a good scoring option for them. She can score. We look at Cornegay Lucas a lot, and she does a lot of their scoring. Kylie is their main scorer, but you need secondary scoring, and that's one of the things that Brooks provides, along with some senior presence. That's 2 fouls on Lillian Ayers, and she's going to go to the bench for the Riders.
So Howard to reset up top in the hands of Blatch Huggins now.
CR in that 2-3 zone. Going to force Howard to shoot from the outside. They do have Blatch Huggins likes to slash and drive, and there's a turnaround.
Cornegay Lucas with the rebound. She'll push the pace for the Riders with a 6-point lead. Now 6 minutes to play.
Oh, wow, they had Baker open underneath just to see her. She got behind that man defense.
So Brooks going to dribble around here at the top of the key looking for an opening. Goes off the screen. Zoe Scott will roll. Nothing there. And they'll reset here as they're looking to get the ball inside. They find Cornegay Lucas on the cut. She gets the shot off, no good. Rebound to Howard. And here comes Blatch Huggins. One-handed pass down low, a little too strong over the head of her teammate, and it'll be Rider ball. .5:15 now left here in the first. 8-2. Howard leads Caesar Rodney. Cornegay Lucas, top of the key, is where she can do most of her damage. Nice drive and pass there. But they kick it back out to Brooks, who gets it stolen. It's going to be Malaya Wright, and she goes and lays it in, finishes it herself. She'll get the steal and the points. 8-4.
Ends that 8-point run for Caesar Rodney.
And then a walk there as they'll get the ball back. Excuse me, CR will turn it over.
Blatch Huggins opened with the first bucket of the game, and then CR scored the next 8.
They try the deep outlet, going to be picked off by Zoe Scott, but she can't hold on. It'll go out of bounds. And back to the Wildcats. So here's Wright.
Looks like CR out of the zone, kind of in a man.
And that ball is going to be thrown away by Marsha Harden. They'll hand it right back to the Riders.
That's kind of a gift right there.
Yeah.
It's like it just got away from her.
So a couple passes sailing out of bounds for Howard. A great trap there as they get the steal. It's Wright again with the left hand and finishes.
Leah Wright, defensive plays 2 possessions in a row there for Howard. Turns into 4 points.
Cornegie Lucas almost lost it, does lose it to Blatch Huggins, who splits the defenders. She's going to lead the break. Pull up for 3. A little short, saved by Wright, no, and it'll go to CR as it bounces out of bounds.
We've seen a little hustle and defense there on the part of the Lady Wildcats, creating opportunities. And from 8-2, they're now within a bucket at 8-6.
So Blatch Huggins pulling up for 3 there after splitting the defenders. Wanted the 3-pointer, doesn't get it to go. And now good defense from Howard to start this one. Zoe Scott has it baseline. She's going to get trapped. Hands it off underneath. That's going to be rejected, but that's going to go out to the corner. No good for Jillian Baker. And now here comes Howard. Blatch Huggins in transition. Stops, spin moves, a little strong. The rebound to Howard. Wow, nice putback. That's Zariah Jackson.
So now 6 straight for Howard. And court vision is outstanding, finding open players.
So here's Cornegie Lucas. Quiet here to start. And here's a 3 in the corners. Baker, no good. But the rebound will head back to Caesar Rodney. That's Brooks, but stolen by Wright. We talked about her defense, and now she's going to go one-on-one. Here's the pass to Blatch Huggins baseline. She'll step under and finish with the contact and 1.
Did a great job stepping around Kylie Cornegie Lucas and then drawing the contact. 4 points now for Blatch Huggins. Back in the lead, the Riders. So it looks like we have a timeout, Nick.
10-8 lead for Howard. 30-second timeout. 2:53 left here to play in the first. So pretty good start, Mike, both teams.
Yeah, I'm impressed by the defense we see in Howard. Usually we think more of an offensive team, but they're using that defense to create opportunities, and they've converted Leah Wright with 2 buckets off of turnovers, and Ron Asia. Blatch Huggins also is able to score off of some defense. Still waiting for Kylie Cornegie Lucas to get started. Not a bucket yet, although Brooks has the 3-pointer. And we saw Reed drive, drill penetration. She was fouled, completed the old-fashioned 3. And there you have it, 10-8. 2:53 to go in the first quarter in the first aid orthopedics cup. That's why I'm not a doctor. I can't even say orthopedics.
And we talked about Cornegie Lucas yesterday. Looked for her shot a decent amount today. I think we've yet to see her take it into the paint and try to get to the basket. A couple good passes out of her here early.
A lot of scores for
as Blatch
CR,
Huggins,
so she doesn't have to do everything.
Completes the 3-point play. 11-8, 2:50 here to play in the first. Caesar Rodney and Howard live from the Diamond State Classic. As the pass inside, it's going to be rejected.
Speaking of defense, Kayla Rouse rejects Trinity Wales, and that's some height right there. Great job by Rouse to get the block and not pick up a foul. Cornegie Lucas can't score from there, but she gets the assist.
Nice pass on the inbound from Cornegie Lucas to Jillian Baker, the easy 2 in the paint. To 11-10 now, 2:30 to play as Blatch Huggins goes around the back, gets in the paint, looks for a teammate, but what a block there. Great block by Jada McCullough. And here are the Riders. That's going to be 3, a little long into the hands of Howard. And here comes Nalia Wright. She's going to try to take it herself up and under. Almost got that to fall, but Howard again with another rebound. as Blatch Huggins has it. Nice pass inside. Great vision to find her teammate under the basket.
That was Rouse with the bucket.
Kayla Rouse finishes. 13-10 now, 1:50 to play. Here's Alexis Reed, passes inside to Wales, too strong. Another rebound, and here's Howard, 1-on-3 here though for Hollis. And Carnegie Lucas has just touched it a little bit too close to that out of bounds, and it will remain with Howard.
Yeah, I thought maybe Hollis, the 1-on-3, got a little anxious. Maybe should have dribbled out and set everything up, and she had some help down there. But Howard keeps the ball, and that's Hollis right there looking inside. Nice look for Rouse, and gets the assist instead.
Great entry pass, nice finish by Rouse. Made it look real easy, 15-10. Howard, 1:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Here's Carnegie Lucas still on the score sheet, but here's a three from the corner, a little long. That's McCullough. Nice pass ahead by Blatch Huggins to right, but that's going to be sent out of bounds by Carnegie Lucas.
Good job by Kylie Carnegie Lucas on that one. We're the power center here.
Yeah.
There was an 80s band, the Power Company. That's what we are.
Three's no good, but another rebound. As Rouse gets it and lays it in, she's starting to feel herself here in the first quarter. 50 seconds left to go, 17-10.
6 points for Rouse.
As CR fouled, it looks like on the 3 attempt, but it looks to be 2 shots.
Looks like Reed going to the line.
So they're doing a little two-woman trap up top when Carnegie Lucas brings the ball up and forcing her to get the ball out of her hands.
Yeah, and they've held her scoreless, which is not easy to do. Howard has done an outstanding job on the defensive end, Nick, forcing them to go away from Kylie Carnegie Lucas and also getting rebounds and turning those into opportunities.
Blatch Huggins, a nice drive and gets inside. And when you can get inside that easy and draw some defenders, you're going to have someone open down low. And she finds Rouse again, who finishes 19-11, 32 seconds left to play here in the first.
How about that? 19 points in the first quarter.
It's Baker, no good. Rebound to McCullough. He tries to find Alexis Reed in the corner, but that ball's going to touch out of bounds.
That was a good call. That was definitely on the line. That was probably our best vision right here. It's right in front of us, and referee did not miss it.
So 20 seconds left here in the first. Howard most likely to get the last shot up by 8. Or excuse me, out by 8, 19-11. 15 seconds. Let's see what they can do here. Here's Blatch Huggins.
Oh, surprised there's no foul call there. They called the travel instead. I thought Baker maybe jumped and hopped into the place and didn't give Blatch Huggins a chance to land, but it is called a travel. An outstanding first quarter for Howard, offensively and defensively. I've been really impressed.
They're really making her get rid of the ball at the half court. 5 seconds for Alexis Reed, who takes the turnaround. Jump shot, no good. Rebound to Blatch Huggins. And she'll get it off one-handed.
Oh!
And just
I don't know if that would have counted.
A little bit short. Was on line, but that'll do it here for us in the first quarter as Howard jumps out to a 19-11 lead here on 302 Sports. We'll be right back.
In life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
And welcome back to 302 Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside my partner, Mike Lang. Jason Winchell, Nick Hall, Caitlin Ferry here as well. And Mike, a great first quarter consolation here, but these two teams suffered tough losses yesterday, but they're coming out looking to make up for it today. And 19-11, great opening quarter for Howard.
Yeah, we talked about that, pressuring Cornegay Lucas and making her get rid of the ball and then creating opportunities. There's Ronasia Blatch-Huggins. So they're doing it offensively and defensively and forcing CR to go to options number 2 and 3. And there's another turnover for the Riders.
Jillian Baker will throw that one away as the Wildcats will get the ball back now. Up double digits, their highest lead of the game, 21-11, 7:35 here to go in the second quarter. Thanks for joining us here on 302 Sports. We're live from the Diamond State Classic at the St. E Center.
So even though CR has some height with Zoe Scott and Cornegay Lucas not able to pull down these rebounds, that's Howard, pretty good shooting percentage so far. So you see what we talk about. She gives it up before half court.
There's Brooks on the drive. She'll get fouled and head to the line.
As I say that, they really hadn't committed many fouls, but Brianna Brooks is going to be shooting here. She's got 5 points tonight. That foul was on Kaya Dale.
It's a new check-in for Howard as Brooks cashes in on the first free throw attempt. 21-12, 7:16 left here in the second.
So if you're CR, we saw a turnover on the possession before this one. You're down 10 at that point. You can't get them all back at once. There's no reason to rush and make turnovers like that. You got to be patient. And I know it's hard sometimes when you're talking about teenagers.
Oh, nice
that play.
block.
Jillian Baker came by and nice block. So you just got to be patient, run your offense, and get those points back 2 at a time. It's early. It's early in the second quarter. 7:10 to go.
Very early here in the first half.
And there's
Caesar Rodney, another turnover. Caesar Rodney looking to gain some momentum now, down 8. Here's Cornegie Lucas, quiet here in the opening half.
And they closed on her quickly there. She got behind the defender, 2 others right up on her.
They did their homework as Howard comes up with the loose ball, unable to connect down low, and Caesar Rodney will have it as Cornegie Lucas leads the break out ahead. Cross-court pass is going to be stolen.
Not the kind of pass coaches like to see.
Here's Blatch-Huggins in transition. Going to take Cornegie Lucas one-on-one, stop, spins. Not a good look there off the side of the backboard. Kind of a force. Still 21-13, 6:22 left. Here's McCullough, draws the contact, but she walked.
So maybe if you're CR and you want to get Blatch-Huggins some looks, maybe start running some screens or some double screens. Get some motion and some contact in there. Free her up, but you need somebody to be able to get her the ball quickly so she can get some shots up.
6:10 here left in the first half. That's right on the drive. Gets it up with the left hand, just misses. Offensive rebound, but it will go out of bounds, but stay with Howard. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Howard will take a timeout.
So it's going to be a 30.
So it's a 30-second. We'll stay here. 6:04 remaining in the half, 21-13. Howard leads, and if CR's have to get back in the game, it's going to start with Cornegie Lucas. What is she going to have to do?
She needs to score. She's got to find a way to get on the board. Yes, they have other scorers, but she is the key. Like we said, they need to find ways to get her open. I'm sure Bill Victor's a great coach. I'm sure he's got plays in that book somewhere to maybe get her a free. She doesn't need a lot of room. She's pretty quick. She's got quick first step. But they got to find some way to get that fly paper defense off of her. Maybe have somebody else bring the ball up and let her work her way along the baseline or something, and get open behind the defenders.
Yesterday she was able to get to the basket at will. Today a little bit different. As nice look down low, but that's going to be blocked by Cornegie Lucas. Back into the hands of Howard. Here's Wright in the corner. As they're going to reset, 5:49 to play in the first half. Crossover, she's going to lose the ball, but right into the hands of her teammate. 5:34. Howard moving the ball around.
22, that's Uriah Jackson down there.
Back to Harden. Harden will hold.
Showing some patience here.
Good D.
Ooh, almost turnover there.
Went for the steal, unable to convert, and that leads to Rouse open under the basket, and she'll finish again. She's been efficient down there.
10 points already for Kayla Rouse. All right inside there in the paint.
Here's the drive. That's Baker, no good. Rebound to the Lady Wildcats. As their lead is back to double digits, it stands at 10 with 4:54 here left in the first half. As Wright trying to go one-on-one, almost lost it. Here's Uriah Jackson. And Cornelia Lucas will get called for the reach.
So Howard doing a good job keeping the ball away from the defenders. And the times they've lost possession, they've been able to hustle and get the ball, pick up the ball, not really lose any possession. And they have not lost any points off their lead. It was 8 after 1, and now it's 10, or 4:40 to go.
Nice pass into paint to Rouse, who gets her own rebound, though. Up again, doesn't get it. It's going to be tied up. And the ball will head back to Caesar Rodney.
It's going to drive Coach Victory insane. Watch Rouse get her own rebound like that.
So here we get 2 guards up top for Howard, trapping Cornelia Lucas as soon as she gets over half court. Here she goes with the left hand, which she's been good at, unable to get that one to go.
That was unfortunate. She made a nice play.
Yeah.
Like we said, she's got that quick first step, got between a couple defenders. You know, just rolled around the rim, and she was unable to hold on to the rebound.
But that's what she was able to do yesterday, just able to finish that one. That looked like a contested shot, and she still almost was able to finish it. One-hand pass down low to Rouse from Blatch Huggins, and a great entry pass leads to another easy bucket for her. 4 minutes now, 25-13. Howard.
Kayla Rouse, quite an evening.
Great first half.
With the scoring and the rebounding presence inside.
Lucas stops her dribble back up top to Alexis Reed. Over to Brooks, who takes another 3 on the left wing. No good. Rebound to Ayers. Gets rejected by Rouse. But finds Brooks down low. Great vision from Ayers to see her teammate as well as getting the ball at the same time. Now here's Blatch Huggins, not wasting any time. One-handed pass deflected back into her own pocket. The refs will talk about it.
Quick hands by Zoe Scott on that one.
Consulting now.
We're 90-some feet away, so
yeah,
it's tough for us to see. It's going to stay with the Wildcats. As Zoe Scott is going to get a breather.
Lead back to 10 for Howard as Rouse catches the inbound. She'll get it back out to Wright. So 3:17. Blatch Huggins from the foul line. Step back, rejected by Cornelia Lucas. Great D, and Brianna Books is going to take off down the court on the outlet, and she'll draw the foul on Jackson. And she'll head to the line for 2 more. She's been able to get to the line a few times tonight.
Yeah, Brooks is doing the scoring for them. She's got 9 points already. She's going to have 2 more free throws here, 9 of their 15.
Coming off an 11-point outing yesterday for Brooks. Second leading scorer behind Cornelia Lucas for the Riders. 3:08 to play. Here's the first from Brooks, as that's in and out, rolled off the rim.
But even though Brooks is doing the scoring, just not really getting the offense from elsewhere in the lineup. It's tough for one player to keep you in it.
As she converts on the second free throw, 25-16, 3:06 remaining in the first half as Blatch Huggins tips it to herself. Nice pass to Rouse.
How about that? Seeing how unselfish Ronasia Blatch Huggins is. Everybody likes to score, but Kayla Rouse wide open, and she is the beneficiary of a lot of nice passing tonight.
Howard really moving the ball well, especially in their penetration and getting the ball in the post. And playing great defense on the other side as well. As Susan Rodney struggling to get a consistent thing going on offense here in the first half.
just not getting a lot of good looks here.
As they get it out to Alexis Reed, and Cornegay Lucas will reset. There's Brooks. She's been their hot hand here. As she's on the wing with some space.
Howard, little zone trap offense there.
2-3 zone, as we're going to have a foul down low.
I believe that is Trinity Wales on this one. 40, that's Blatch Huggins. With that zone trap, you mentioned they had the 3 underneath, closing off that inside, and then whoever the ball carrier is up top, boom, the 2 players are going right to them.
And that's really halted that offense from Caesar Rodney as they've been unable to get anything going here in the first half. Really unable to penetrate at all, as the second free throw will go off the glass for Wales. So lead back to 10, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play as Howard gets it up quickly. Here's Blatch Huggins again, and left hand, nobody steps in front of her, and she'll finish 29-17. So it looks like Howard getting some easy buckets here lately.
Yeah, almost all the scoring. There it is.
There's Cornegay Lucas on the pull-up, this time from the right side, something we didn't see much of out of her yesterday. But she knocks down that mid-range jumper, 29-19, 2:06 to play. Blatch Huggins going to pull up, no good, into the hands of Ayers.
You mentioned yesterday, we saw how many times she went to her left, and she went right that time. Here's because she was left again, but this is outside.
Nice pass to Alexis Reed on the wing. And she'll knock down the 3 ball. And now just 7-point game, 29-22, 1:44 left here in the first half. Thanks for joining us on 302 Sports. Blatch Huggins, another great pass to Rouse down low, but she can't get that one to finish. And now CR with the board, down 7, 130. Here's Reed again. She's open on the corner. Hit last time. That one going to be short. Seemed he might have rushed that one a little bit. As Blatch Huggins slowly takes it up for the Wildcats around the back. Nice move. Another one-handed rocket of a pass to Zariah Jackson. And that'll go.
Hit the cable, I believe. No, they're calling the bucket good. I thought it hit the cable.
It was a foul
that
down
bounced,
low, it looked
that
like.
bounced way up in the air. Count the basket for, is it Zariah Jackson that made that?
I believe so, off the pass from Blatch Huggins. And the foul on the play as well. So Howard will have the ball into the basket, 31-22.
That's even better than a shooting foul. That would have been an and 1.
So 1:13 left in the first half.
That ball bounced way up in here like that three-pointer last night from Joel Embiid that went, I think, above the top of the backboard, came back in. Wow.
Nice reverse layup there by Blatch Huggins. Actually went baseline and laid it in.
For another choking job by the Sixers late in the game.
I was just about to say, Mike, don't even get me started. As Cornegay Lucas drives left, a little strong, but it looks like it'll stay with the Riders. Oh, no, it'll head to Howard.
Hey, the lead was only 18 going into the fourth quarter, so, you know.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
So here's Howard, 54 seconds. Blatch Huggins gets the pass and able to get right past every CR defender, lay it in again with the left, 35-22.
Started scoring here late in the second quarter, picking up 8 points in this quarter alone.
Here's Reed on the corner. What a block by Rouse. We heard that one all the way over here. And she reels down the rebound, gets it to Jackson. And here come Howard. Here's right on the break. Nice catch, but unable to hold on.
How about the half for Kayla Rouse? She's missed inside on offense and playing defense, grabbing the rebounds, and that stuff, you can hear it across the gym.
Doing it in all aspects of the game right now for the Lady Wildcats. It's number 21, Kayla Rouse.
She's going to get a break, a well-deserved breather.
She'll head right over to the water cooler.
Kaya Dale comes in to relieve her, and number 3 as well, Janelle Washington. I don't believe Janelle Washington played last night, so our first look at her.
So 22 seconds and ticking here, 35-22 in the first half from the Diamond State Classic. Howard and Caesar Rodney as Cornegay Lucas. Mid-range jumper, shooter's roll just off. Here comes Blatch Huggins, gonna lead the break. Tries to draw the foul.
I think she stepped up, she caught her own pass.
Yep, no foul, but she did catch her own pass. That'll be a travel.
Been real impressed with Howard on both ends of the board, scoring a lot of points inside. exploiting some holes in that CR defense and playing great defense of their own.
Carnegie Lucas gets coast to coast almost in 6 seconds, and she'll get fouled with .2 on the clock. So this will look like it'll be our last scoring attempt of the first half. As Caesar Rodney.
That's the second foul, Nick, on Blatch Huggins. Unfortunate for her.
Especially with .2 left.
Coach Clack is saying 40 wasn't even near the play. Honestly, I thought the foul was on 35, but I'm not out there.
So here's the first attempt from Carnegie Lucas. No good, short off the front iron. 35-22. Less than half a second here in the first half. As Carnegie Lucas looks to make it a 12-point game, and she does. 35-23, .2 left, as the Wildcats are just going to throw the ball in bounds. And that will do it here for the first half. A very entertaining first half. Howard leads Caesar Rodney 35-23. We'll be right back.
At every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where you
Layouts
are,
with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
His career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
All right, and we are back here live, 302 Sports, Nick Alessandrini alongside Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Nick Hall, Caitlin Ferry. Caitlin Ferry hitting a half-court shot at the half. Second one for 302 Sports crew this week. And we are moments away from getting our third quarter started here from the Diamond State Classic, live from the St. E Center. Caesar Rodney and Howard, the most entertaining first half. Howard leads 35-23. And we're about a minute away from getting back going here.
It's been so much warmer in there.
Caesar Rodney and Howard suffering tough losses yesterday, battling it out here in the Constellation.
Oh, hey, they let me out of the hospitality room. So, Nick, we had 13 for Blatch Huggins and 14 for Rouse in that first half. How about that? And then for CR, Brianna Brooks, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 points for Brooks, and 7 for Alexis Reed, 3 for Cornegie Lucas. So they want to get her started.
Yeah, kind of a shocking. If I would have told you, Mike, at the half, I said Cornegie Lucas would only have 3 points, what would you have told me?
Probably that they'd be losing by about 12.
So we'll see if they can get it back on track here as teams are taking a hardwood to start the second half, 35-23. Thanks again for joining us here live on 302 Sports from the St. E Center Diamond State Classic in Wilmington, Delaware. A great tournament. It's been a great third day for us.
I think the issue really is not that she has 3 points. They haven't been able to stop the inside game for Howard. If they put a body on Mouse and not let her score inside so much, not just her, they're right in this one.
So right now, Caesar Rodney down 12 as Wright gets in the lane, lays it up. The floater is no good, but she takes it away from Cornegie Lucas, fires it back up there, in and out, into the hands of the Riders. Cornegie Lucas going to push it up. Here's Brianna Brooks on the crossover. And they'll set their offense. She takes it into the lane. Great drive. Ball's tipped and out ahead. Here's Blatch Huggins to Wright.
A good idea to bring it back out. It's just 1-on-3.
Blatch Huggins, nice pass. And again, nothing's changed. Right back to Rouse in the paint. Easy layup.
And we just mentioned they're going to have to start doubling her, or putting an extra body underneath, and make Howard shoot the ball from distance.
Here's Brooks, deep three.
Just
That's
like
good.
that.
A nice pull-up three there for Brianna Brooks. She's been shooting the ball well today. As now 37-26, 7 minutes remaining. As Rouse out to Blatch Huggins on the pump fake. She gets in the paint and a nice pass to Rouse, but what a block by Cornegie Lucas. As if the ball winds back into the hands of Rouse, and she'll get fouled and head back to the line.
So just no answer for Kayla Rouse, and got to compliment her teammates for getting her the ball. She's open underneath. So the buckets really aren't the most difficult, but she's getting open, and she's free, and she's really doing a lot of damage to Caesar Rodney.
Unable to connect on the first free throw attempt, but her and Blatch Huggins really working the two-woman game there, and they've been finding each other all game long. As the second free throw attempt from Rouse is no good. Cornegie Lucas comes up with the rebound. 6:46 here remaining in the third. Cornegie Lucas has got the numbers, tries to get it to Reed on the outside. She tries to draw the contact, not there, and she throws it away.
Yeah, Rouse had position, stood straight up. There's no foul on that. Reed likes to drive despite her size, and just unable to do it. There's a nice steal. That ball's deflected by Cornegie Lucas to Brooks.
And Brooks going to try to take it herself, draws the foul. She'll head to the line. Already hitting a triple here in the third quarter. 6:26 remaining. 37-26. Howard leads Caesar Rodney. And here's the first attempt from Brooks, and that's short.
One more game after this one. Red Bank Catholic and Conrad. We still have a ways to go here.
Brooks converts on that one, and Mike, we talked about that one. We were very excited for that one tonight. It's going to be our last game of the night, but we've been waiting for it. Should be a fantastic matchup.
Yeah, we see the Casey's over in the corner opposite us. Nice
Right.
drive by Wright.
Yep, almost couldn't get it to go. Back into her hands. Own rebound and one. Second chance points here for Howard. As Nalia Wright gets her own rebound not once but twice and is able to finish, draw the foul, and go to the line for a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, if you look at Coach Victor over there and the look on his face, yeah, how do you let Nalia Wright get 2 offensive rebounds?
Free throw unable to go. Both teams struggling from the line here to start the third. Cornelia Lucas again, there's the trap. She gets it out to Ayers, who has an open mid-range jumper, a little long, into the hands of Blatch Huggins. And they're going to push it again right into the break as she takes it coast to coast herself, a little strong, but who's there? Rouse, but taken away by Brianna Brooks.
Oh, the trap was here. They could have had Brooks trap, but not playing that game.
So now here comes Cornelia Lucas, loves that left side. She'll draw the foul as she zoomed past the defender there. And no choice but to foul her.
Third foul on Ronasia Blatch Huggins.
So 5:38 remaining in the third quarter, 39-27.
So that is something that should keep an eye on, her third foul. And looks like, well, I know Zoe Scott's out for Trinity Wales. I thought maybe Coach Clack was going to pull Blatch Huggins, but he's leaving her in there.
Cornegie Lucas 1 for 2, but she'll run down her rebound. No, it'll be into the hands of Haas. And now Howard. Here's Wright. A little bit of a hesitation, but a little bit too much there as she carried, and that'll turn the ball over. (5:31), 39-28, 11-point lead now for Howard. As Ayers gets the ball stripped by Hollis, who saves it into the hands of Jackson, and now Huggins again on the break.
Nice play. Hollis knocked it away and then chased it down.
Step back 2, in and out. She knew she was letting that one go and still almost got it to go.
Rouse got the on the rebound, got the foul, arms tied up.
So 5:13 left to play here in the third quarter. Pass down low to an open Trinity Wales. Closed out, and she'll draw the foul. Good pass there down low to find an open teammate.
So that's 3 on Rouse and 3 on Blatch Huggins. You see defensively they're doing the same thing. As soon as Cornegie Lucas hits the half-court line, Wright's up there with the secondary defender, forcing her to make plays.
And the free throw is not really falling for either team here in this one, as they've been able to get to the line, just unable to convert. As Wales' second, though, will go through. So we should have 39-29 here. As Blatch Huggins gets the ball one-on-one in the post. Good block again by Cornegie Lucas. That might be her second or third block. 4:53 here to play.
Howard has led by as many as 12. Lead is currently 10. CR's playing good defense. Having trouble getting those shots to fall.
And here's the inbound for Howard. Here's Blatch Huggins. Another nice block by Cornegie Lucas, as she has been great defensively these last couple of possessions.
Yeah, so the point's not quite where we expect, but the defense is there. And she's basically running the point, and they're expecting her to score as well. And she's playing inside defense.
A tough matchup with Blatch Huggins, but she's been playing great D. As the ball lands in her hands there, she'll come up with the rebound. And after the tie-up, it will belong to the Riders. So maybe not on the score sheet as much today, but she's playing some great defense with at least 3 blocks and some rebounds.
Yeah, making her presence known. Stops before the timeline. Usually don't recommend that, but is able to get it over.
Caesar Rodney has to try to find a way to score.
As that trap team, again. They're driving Cornegie Lucas nuts with that double team.
not letting her get into the lane, not letting her penetrate, which is what she's been so good at doing.
You know, if Coach Vickery, maybe he just doesn't have another player he's comfortable having bring up the ball.
A little too early on the steal there. Carnegie Lucas with a tip, and she'll take it herself. Another great defensive play. She'll lead the break. Nice pass down low, but she gets her teammates rebound. Pump fake, a nice Euro step to get inside. That'll be deflected out of bounds as Jada McCullough passed on the three, took it on the drive. Carnegie Lucas again with another great defensive play.
Halfway through this third period. Slow scoring start for both teams.
That's the jump shot in the paint for her. Doesn't get it to go. She gets her board. She's going to get doubled.
She really is
stolen.
She's everywhere, Nick. She's doing everything but scoring.
Yeah, I mean pretty much everything. You name it, she's doing it. Passing, rebounding, blocking shots, getting steals. Very active on the defensive end. I see Rodney just struggling to score on offense. Brianna Brooks has had a few nice jump shots.
Close to a 5-second violation.
Yeah, tough to get the ball in as Wales gets on the floor. It'll be tie up, it looks like. And it will stay with Howard.
Coach Vickery calling for a timeout, but no possession established.
So 3:49 left here in the third quarter, 39-29. And a constellation around the Diamond State Classic here, live from the St. East Center. As McCullough has it, she'll get trapped now, and that trap has been detrimental to Cesar Rodney. Great pass back. Wow.
That
almost
hesitation.
Adjusted herself in the air and was able to finish. And now the refs are going to talk about it.
You see the look on Carnegie Lucas's face, like, you're going to call foul on me? Her second.
So Hollis almost made a very, very nice move in the air with the nice hang time to almost adjust herself and lay it in. Unable to get it to go, but she will head to the line with 3:36 here to play, 39-29.
And no good. She's looking for her first point.
So we'll see what she can do here on her second free throw attempt. And that will go. 40-29 now, 3:36 to play in the third.
You mentioned free throw shooting. Howard just 1 of 5 in this third quarter. CR 3 of 6 in the quarter.
So again, that two-guard trap once they get past half court, and again it causes another turnover, but Carnegie Lucas with a great defense that she's been playing all day, but unable to come up with that one as Blatch Huggins will be tripped.
She's picking up, and that's going to be on Carnegie Lucas. Nope, they're calling it on 10. Jillian Baker, unfortunately for CRs, that would have been the third on Lucas here. Right, Nick, they're expecting her to bring the ball up and score, and she's playing all the defense.
And she's got to deal with Blatch Huggins, who is an incredible player, unable to get that one to go, but Rouse just keeps it in bounds and into the hands of Howard. As Wright will take it up top. They're going to reset, and that ball's going to be stolen by McCullough. She's got Brooks in the paint. The ball is tipped, though, by Wright and into the hands of Harden. A great defensive play by Wright to save a basket.
Yeah, Howard's been all over it, throwing the arms in the air like they just don't care, and getting in the way of penetration, and arms up, blocking shots, blocking passes, keeping them within 11.
Right, nice
keeping
move.
them ahead there either. Right.
Avoids the contact, goes untouched to the basket, and lays it in. 42-29, 2:30 left in the third quarter. As CR still struggling to take that lid off the basket.
And boom, there's the double team. Wow, they left.
McCullough in the corner, and that's nothing but net. That's a huge three for the Riders. 42-32.
That's what they need. You know, if they're going to double team Carnegie Lucas like that, we have a turnover as the inbounds pass rolls out of bounds. But if you're going to double team Carnegie Lucas and she's looking for the open, obviously there's a double team, somebody's open. That open player is going to have to hit the shot, and Jada McCullough, big play right there, gets him back within 10, 42-32, 2:10, and then just a little brain cramp from Howard on the inbounds pass was thrown in bounds to nobody in particular. It rolled out of bounds. And that is a turnover, so CR with a chance on a 3 here. Look who's there.
Brooks no good. Here's Cornegay Lucas. Got the shot she wanted, just couldn't get it to fall. And now great pass up ahead to Hollis. A little strong, though. And rebound to Wales. And she tried to draw the foul, but stripped. Now back into the hands of Wright.
So impressed with Howard's defense tonight. Yes, they have 42 points, but they're playing such great defense down here. This is a team, CR, with multiple options, and they're really shutting most of them down.
Rouse hard to stop as she gets another offensive board, but Wales will come up with this one and get fouled.
That's on Rouse, so your 4th. It is not. It's on number 1. Millie, you're right.
Cornegay Lucas also matched up with Blatch Huggins for this one, so that's been a great matchup to watch. As she's been playing some great defense, and they've been going at each other very well in this one, both unable to really find their usual scoring nights.
So 1:31 to go here in the 3rd, and what's really standing out to me, we've mentioned it, is the Howard defense. Yeah, Rouse has been outstanding underneath, but Howard's getting in the lanes. They're frustrating Cornegay Lucas with that little zone trap they're running. Until McCullough hit that 3. We also have a 3 from Brooks in this one. But they've not, has not consistently gotten the scoring when Cornegay Lucas has to get rid of that ball.
Yeah.
They're not finishing, or they're getting blocked or stripped or intercepted. So to me right now, the player of the game right now is the Howard defense.
Yeah. They did their homework. Great strategy coming into this one as they, again, you can see it right away. 2-guard trap set up at half court.
And here they're waiting for
Hollis and Harden. They're going to make her get rid of it. She'll hand it over to Brooks. Back to her.
Time, yeah, almost a 10-second. But look at that drive.
There she goes. That's her usual attempt. Still, though, unable to get it to go today. But the rebound will go to Wales, and she'll get fouled again. So CR will be able to hold on to the ball, down 10. 1:18 left here in the 3rd. As Blatch Huggins will check back in, this time for Rouse. Oh, nope. She'll stay in. Zariah Jackson will check out.
Yeah, but she didn't separate the shoulder of Rouse there. Oh, you're not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere. I want you in the paint. So here's Cornegay Lucas.
You're earning me assists. Looks like I
stepped on the line. So she'll turn it over. So they beat the press. Blatch Huggins an open 3. A little off target there, off the glass, no good. But offensive rebound again and laid in by Nelia Wright.
How about that rebound by Kayla Rouse? Kicks it out to Wright. Little 12-footer. Bang.
Here's the steal from Blatch Huggins. She's going to get it and go. Left hand this time is good.
Yeah, what she's saying is, kids, I've let you do all the scoring. This one's for all mine.
46-32, and now just 40 seconds left in the 3rd as Brooks dribbles it on the wing for the Riders. Tries to go cross court pass. Here's McCullough, and she walked. So 46-32, 14-point lead for Howard here over Caesar Rodney with 32.5 seconds to play in the 3rd.
A little rest here for Rouse and Harden. Kamaya Meacham, number 2, checking into the game for the Wildcats.
So Jackson gets around Wales, but unable to finish. Cornegay Lucas the rebound. They're going to trap her right away. She gets around. If she goes, she might have something. Nice pass to Ayers, who gets it back out in the corner. And that's a nice cash-out 3. Who else? Jada McCullough, that's her 2nd 3.
That's the ball movement we've been waiting for from CR.
And Hollis will toss it backwards. It'll be a backcourt violation.
With that smothering defense that Howard's been playing, the real quick ball movement into, I believe, was Ayers who got it, and right out to Jada McCullough, and she drains the 3, or 2nd of the quarter. Back to within 9. So I think Howard has really outplayed Cesar Rodney tonight, but it's only a 9 point. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, this is 11. My strong point, an 11-point lead. As much as Howard, I think, has had the stronger of the evening, the stronger game. And there's a foul on Meacham.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mike, 1.8 here left in the third. That'll send her, I believe, to the line for a 1-and-1, which is not a good foul for
at
Howard.
the end of the last quarter, it was 0.2 seconds left, and
Yeah.
they committed a foul.
But like you said, you would have, watching the game, if, 11 points, if you're going to see all only down 11, they'd probably take that. You said it looked, Howard looking very strong, but only an 11-point lead. And really, Cesar Rodney hasn't really got anything going continuously, and still only down 11 as Cornegay Lucas heads to the line, chance to cut that to single digits. And she makes the first. So now a 10-point game. She's able to convert here on the second. It'll be back down to a single-digit game at 9.
Give credit to the Riders. They could have really fallen out of this one.
And
they
she
played
does.
some tough defense tonight, too.
1.8 left, 46-37. Wright gets it off. A little off target, and that'll do it for the third quarter. 46-37. Howard leads Cesar Rodney here live from 302 Sports. We'll be right back.
Military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to 302 Sports. Nick Alcindrini alongside my partner Mike Lang, Jason Winchell to my left, Caitlin Ferry, Nick Hall here as well. And Mike through three quarters, 46-37 lead for Howard, but it doesn't really seem like that.
No, it really seems like Howard should be up 15, 20 points, and they're not. They're up 9. CR still within striking distance. Howard just not hitting enough shots in that quarter.
CR very much still alive, and they haven't really gotten anything going yet, so we'll see if they can make a run here in the fourth as that two unable to go. An
Shots
offensive
like that,
rebound,
Nick.
no good. As
Two
McCullough
opportunities
runs
there.
it down, and now she's going to lead the break. Blatch Huggins on the defense gets the foul, and it looks like it will be on the floor. In the NBA, that might be continuation and one.
That's 4 fouls on Ronasia Blatch Huggins.
So she'll head to the line.
So Blatch Huggins is going to take a seat. We're going to give her a few minutes rest and have her down the stretch. Don't need her fouling out.
So someone else will have to guard. Well, Cornegay Lucas also on the bench. As McCullough knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1 to cut it to 8 points,
Yeah, and all of a
7:34.
sudden, all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
it's a 3-possession.
That one a little strong rebound to Wright. And now she'll bring it up for Howard. Ayers trying to lock her down.
Oh, and there's a turnover.
Oh, through the hands of Zariah Jackson as McCullough went for the steal.
Now look, they're bringing Cornegay Lucas in, knowing Blatch Huggins is on the bench.
So this maybe frees up an opportunity for Cornegay Lucas to get a different matchup. If they can get past that first level of defenders for Howard, they might have something there. She could either pass it or take it herself. They've just been unable to get into the paint and penetrate past this half-court trap.
He brings Harden back in, specifically to play defense here on Cornegay Lucas. Takes the scorer off the floor in Wright. That's not a shot I would like if I'm the coach. A little scoop reverse underneath layup.
McCullough can't get that one to go as Howard with the rebound. Now here's Hollis on the drive, finds Jackson for the open mid-range shot, no good. Rebound to Alexis Reed. And now they're going to push it right away. One-handed pass up ahead. McCullough to Ayers. Great basketball, but they can't get the layup to go. And now here come Howard on the break.
The hustle by Alexis Reed, but
Cornegay Lucas racking up her 4th block of the game. And everyone has you stand up, makes you make a noise or something. Everyone's pretty emphatic.
one of those might be a 302 Play of the Week nominee. You never know. 6:39 to go.
Those are some of the 2 hardest blocks I've seen in the tournament out of Rouse today and Cornegay Lucas. As Howard still holding an 8-point lead, 6:34 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Thanks for joining us live for the Diamond State Classic. 2 Delaware teams battling it out here in this one. As Harden is a 3 from the corner, that's short. Rouse catches it and lays it in.
Just a bucket they needed desperately.
Cornegay Lucas up ahead. McCullough thought about the 3, thought about it twice, finds Ayers for the mid-range open look. Good pass, unable to go as they can't bring in the rebound again, and here comes Howard. Meacham hands off to Harden. Reed playing tough D on her.
It's tough with their main ball handler, Wright, is on the bench. She's fouled by Jaden McCullough.
Harden able to get the foul call there on the block. So 10-point game, 5:49 to play. Could go either way. But Howard playing great basketball in this one. Caesar Rodney looking to get something going here late to bring them back in this, down 10. They've had a couple opportunities. Cornegay Lucas, another great defensive play. Comes up with the steal, and then a foul will be called on Howard. It's Zariah Jackson.
It's also 4 on Jackson.
So 5:35 left, still 10-point lead. As Zoe Scott heads to the line and short off the front rim. And she might have thought she had 2 shots there. Didn't follow the shot as it went into the hands of Howard, but they'll quickly throw it away.
Nice play by Joe Papilli here in the end line. He's got a nice tee in one hand. And he snared that one. Heck of a play by Joe Papilli.
Keys, iced tea and all.
Yeah.
As Brooks hits Cornegay Lucas, she finds space. Left hand is good. So that's the move we've been waiting to see out of her. She gets it to go there.
Second field goal today. Well, we saw that last night a lot, the left-hand drive.
5 minutes now, only an 8-point game. Reed, great defense as she's going to throw the ball away. And it'll go back to the Riders, down 8, 5 minutes.
And here you see Nelia Wright coming back in, and a more experienced ball handler.
And Blatch Huggins still on the bench for?
Yeah, I would think maybe around 3:30 she's coming back in. And that ball thrown out of bounds on the inbounds.
Tough break there. With 5 minutes to play, coach not happy. And now when it's gotten to be an 8-point game, that's where Caesar Rodney has struggled to close the gap. As they get it down to 8 and then usually heads back up to double digits. Let's see if they can get past this 8-point lead as they're down 8, 4:47 to play. Here's Hollis on the drive, gets the contact, throws it up there, no good, but will head to the line for 2.
I want to notice that with Nelia Wright back in. It's how much more confident Howard was with the ball coming up court.
So a chance to bring that lead back to double digits with 4:44 left to play. Here's the first free throw attempt. That is good from Hollis.
But you're right, they get to 8 or 7 or wherever they get to, and they kind of plateau there.
Caesar Rodney unable to hit a lot of their free throws tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll have to take a look and see what the numbers look like.
As Hollis cashes in on both of her attempts to put the lead back at 10 with 4:40 left to play here. 10-point game. Cornegay Lucas over to Brianna Brooks. McCullough thought about it again in the corner. Nice pass to Zoe Scott, who passes up on the open shot down low. Carnegie Lucas into the corner again. Alexis Reed, Carnegie Lucas got some room for three. That one off target. Zoe Scott the rebound into the hands of Brianna Brooks, but that's going to be stolen by Hollis. 2-on-2, she leads the break. The pass to Wright. A little strong rebound, Carnegie Lucas, and she'll be trapped here by 3 Dover players, but she draws the foul. Howard.
Howard kind of bailed her out on that one with the contact.
But she does get the foul, so a chance to bring it back to 8, the magic number.
That's going to be it for Zariah Jackson. She fouls out with a total of 4 points tonight. And we're shooting 2 free throws from now on for CR.
So let's see if CR can convert on these free throws.
Carnegie Lucas 4 of 6 from the line.
So she's been their bright spot there.
Yeah, they actually look, I'll have to do the math.
In the second half, too. So here's Carnegie Lucas with 4:07 to play. CR down by 10. The first one is good. And here's her second attempt. A little strong.
And I think that was Carnegie Lucas, and if it is, she's not in foul trouble just yet.
Might get her for over the back. And they do. And now we'll walk the floor.
That's our 4th foul.
And she's going to check out of the game.
Surprise with 4 minutes to go.
I agree. Oh, no, like they said, never mind. They'll leave her in. Ayers will check out.
I think she got over there, and the coach went, what do you think you're doing?
So Meacham will head to the line for the 1-and-1, and she'll bury the front end. Lead back to 10. 8-10, 8-10, 8-10. And now a chance to make it 11. No good. Rebound, Carnegie Lucas. 4 minutes now to play. Caesar Rodney Howard, 51-41.
It's going to be a bump one, Lily, you're right.
So that'll send Carnegie Lucas to the line. And if you're going to foul anyone, don't make it her.
She had a lot of practice tonight. You know, she hasn't had the field goals tonight.
Yeah.
But she's played a whale of a game.
Yeah, absolutely. She's been all over the floor as she connects on her first free throw attempt. 3:59 to play. She's been blocking shots, stealing balls, getting rebounds, and making some good passes.
And she's playing point guard.
And what has been a great matchup between her and Blatch Huggins as she converts on both free throws. So now just an 8-point game again, 4 minutes to play in the Diamond State Classic consolation round.
I think he wants a timeout. Unless he's just calling out a play.
So here's Blatch Huggins. She's got it top of the key on Ayers. As she looks down low, finds Rouse, who gets it up before the double team can get there.
The needle. How about that one?
We've seen some great vision and entry passes from Blatch Huggins to Rouse as they connect there again. That's been the story for Howard offensively tonight. As this one might be stolen again.
That's a walk.
I'm going to be able to travel. I don't know if Coach was looking for the foul or what.
Timeout. He wanted a timeout call, but no possession apparently. And I believe it was Hollis who rolled on the ground with the ball, called for the walk. And we saw the old hippity hop there by Coach Clack.
So here's Brooks quickly attacks the paint, unable to go on the floater as Wales steals it back, but she might have walked with it, and she did. So tough break again there for Caesar Rodney now, with just 3:12 to play, still down double digits at 10. But like we said, Mike, I would have to say great job by the Howard defense. Alexis Reed comes up with the steals. That ball came right into her hands.
How about?
But Hollis sends it right back at her. But lost control of herself there as she sails out of bounds.
Yeah, a little bit lazy on the inbounds pass.
Yeah.
So it would be critical, but it was a little lazy. It was stolen. But Jamel Hollis bailed out her teammate with a sweet block.
Yeah.
And then almost saved it in. I think she's in the second row of the bleachers now.
We've seen some great blocks tonight, that's for sure.
A lot of defense here tonight.
You can hear them through the headsets.
Here come the Caseys. They're up
Brooks
next.
for 3, and that's good from the corner. She's a shooter as she knocks down another triple. 2:53 to play here, 53-46 now. They've broken that 8-point barrier, now just a 7, and they get a turnover.
So it is not over, Nick. 2:48 to go, and the CR defense causing problems for Howard.
So clutch time here now for the Riders. After the Brooks 3, the lead now stands at 7 with 2:48 to play. They have the ball.
Haven't seen much going on down here in a little bit. The ball's been sitting on that side of the half-court line.
Brooks wants it again. This one's short.
They're
going to give her the jump ball, and it's going to stay here. So great tie-up there from Caesar Rodney. 2:38 to play, 7-point game. And now the Riders will inbound. They get it deep top of the key to Cornegay Lucas. She's doubled. She goes around the double team, gets that left side she likes so much, and lays it in. Nice move to get through the defenders and lay that in. Not a lot of space down there, but she gets it to go.
So after a 3-point first half, 10 points here in the second half for Cornegay Lucas. And Brianna Brooks, 10, 13, 14, 17 points for Brooks with 3 3-pointers. CR's been shooting from distance tonight. They have 6 triples on the evening.
And Mike, now just a 5-point game with 2:30 to play.
Yeah, they got over that little 8 and 7 point
gap,
so
yeah.
now it's a 5-point gap. It's a 2-possession game. The defense, Howard seems a little rattled.
I was going to say we've seen them, the intensity drop off a little bit out of them. We don't know if it's fatigue or what's going on that side of the ball, but the guard trap and the pressure not as much applied here on these last couple possessions, and that's been allowing CR to get into the paint. You see Cornegay Lucas, as she will now take a seat. .229 to play, 53-48. Cornegay Lucas will head to the bench. As the inbound, Blatch Huggins comes up with a great catch. As she tried to throw it off the CR defender, missed her entirely.
Another turnover.
And now CR has the ball, down 5, 2:26 to play.
See wholesale changes for CR. They're bringing the offensive players in.
Yep, in comes Cornegay Lucas, who we thought would have been out there on defense as well, but don't want to get her a foul. That's probably why she was on the bench.
Nice inbound pass to Cornegay Lucas.
McCullough to Wales inside. Brooks, the extra pass to Reed. And that's no good. Wales battling down low, but Rouse comes up with it, and Wales fouls her.
I think that was a well-designed play.
Really close on that 3 attempt. That would have been a huge shot.
Yeah. But from the inbound pass to Cornegay Lucas, she goes in, she finds Wales underneath, kicks it out to finds Brooks up top, swings it around.
Makes the extra pass.
To Reed, and she just missed that shot, but like you said, it would have made it a 2-point game.
So big free throws here for Rouse. She's been spectacular tonight. And the first one is good. Huge free throw. And she's been coming up clutch
21
for
points
the Lady
now
Wildcats.
21 points for Kayla Rouse.
Wow. And the second is good as well. So big free throws there for the Lady Wildcats. That lead back at 7, 2:12 to play. Here comes Cornegay Lucas to Brooks. Cross court to, looks like Reed again. This time she connects. Great confidence to put it up again as that 3 goes down. 55-51, 4-point game, 2 minutes to play. Cornegay Lucas on Blatch Huggins. This is the matchup of the night. Great defense. And that ball's going to be stolen by Alexis Reed. She has Cornegay Lucas down low. They get it to her. And she draws the foul on Blatch Huggins. And she's got to have close to 5 fouls.
If that's Blatch Huggins, I believe that's her 5th.
And that would be very unfortunate.
And she is done
for the Wildcats.
So Ronasia Blatch Huggins did so much for this team tonight. But she is disqualified. 15 points, but so much more than the 15 points. So finding Kayla Rouse over and over and over again underneath.
So now Cornegay Lucas will step to the line for the Riders. 1:42 remaining in this one, down by 4. And her first attempt is good. Shooter's roll, that one falls. 55-52.
As long as it took them to get over that 8-point hump. Now they're at 3.
Unable to convert on the second, so now a 3-point game, 1:40 to play. As you see, the Riders applying a little bit of pressure here. Wright going to bring it up for the Wildcats, and that's who you want the ball in the hands of now that Blatch Huggins is on the bench. And they'll take a timeout here. So timeout Howard, 1:29 left to play, 55-52. Blatch Huggins out of the game. What do you do if you're Howard?
Give the ball to Nalia Wright. You know, I think she's their best ball handler that they have out there right now. And if you draw that double team, you know, you need safe passes to either to Hollis or Harden. And then just try to work around, maybe rely on your foul shooting. I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Just a 3-point game. Rouse now, maybe look for her to get some more touches with Blatch Huggins out of the game. She has 21 tonight. But she'll be without her partner in crime for most of the evening, Blatch Huggins, who's found her on multiple occasions. And now CR has stormed back by down 10 here late in the fourth to be down 3 with just 1:29 to play. So Howard will inbound, 1:29 up 3, here we go. Hollis will start with the ball as the trap there from Cesar Rodney. They try to get the ball to Hollis down low as it'll be deflected out of bounds by Alexis Reed. So 1:22 now just to play here in the fourth quarter, 3-point game. This one's been great as Wright inbounds, and we have an offensive foul on Hollis on a push-off. And that'll send the ball back to Cesar Rodney. One possession game, 1:22 remaining, Mike.
Well, that's something you didn't really want. You're trying to avoid turnovers, and the offensive foul called
on the inbound. Definitely not what they trapped Cornegay Lucas. She gets it to Brooks now, 117. Great defense by Hollis, but the ball winds back into the hands.
They able to get it out to Cornegay Lucas and just have a little breakdown there.
Nice
for Howard.
pass. There's McCullough for 3, and she nails it. 55-55, 1 minute to play here. Cesar, Rodney, and Howard live from the Diamond State Classic at the St. E Center. This one has been a doozy.
Oh, and that's going to be on Cornegay Lucas, and if it is, that's her 5th.
And wow, not
Let's see if
great
that's the call.
for
It is
Cesar
Kylie
Rodney.
Cornegay Lucas.
So both
this is
teams
unfortunate. You're
dealing with
missing
that.
the best player from each team here. And
they've been on each other most of the night, too.
Less than a minute to go. Harden on the line.
So that really hurts the Riders, their main ball handler, coming out of the game with the game tied with 1 minute to play. Harden.
Now, it is a 1-1, not their 10th foul yet. Kylie Cornegay Lucas, outstanding game.
Yeah, she's been all over the place for
Led
the
that
Riders.
team back from a 14-point deficit. And we are tied, 55.9 to go.
Big free throws for Hardner. She steps to the line.
Inside a chilly St. E Center.
And that's no good, but Wright with the rebound tries to throw it up right away, but there's Rouse. Can't get her own rebound. And
I believe that ball's going to be off of White. Wright, I'm sorry, Wales, looks like she hurt her shoulder. Last night the glasses went flying. Tonight it's the shoulder.
Rouse and her got tangled up under the rim. So the ball will go back to Howard on the miss on the front end of the 1-and-1 by Harden. So it'll be Howard ball, tie game, 48.6 seconds remaining. And Mike, we set up Cesar Rodney can get through that 8-point gap. Maybe they can make a run. They did to tie the game late here in the fourth quarter. And a couple huge threes down the stretch for the Riders to bring them back in it. And we
a great comeback here for the Riders. They're not giving up. Now they're without their best player. But Jada McCullough, huge 3. A couple threes earlier, one from Brooks, one from Reed, so they're
Yeah.
spreading the wealth. And they got a lot of shooters on that team. And look at, you can see it on their faces here, Nick.
They are re-energized for sure, even after the loss of Cornegay Lucas to foul trouble.
Now they're going to essentially roll Wales off the floor, which is usually don't see that.
Yeah. Not good. They'll tend to her on the outside. Hopefully she's okay.
So I'm not sure if this is still an injury timeout or if there was a 60-second call here.
Yep, so Cesarani will head back to the huddle. Still not yet ready to get underway here. And we'll be coming in for landing, so strap up. 48.6 seconds. We are all notched up at 55. And earlier in the game, Mike, we were wondering how Cesarani was going to score consistently with that great defense by Howard and that two-woman trap at half court. But they found a way here late in the fourth to bring themselves back. 55-55, 48.6 seconds remaining. There have been some great games here this week at the Diamond State Classic. We've seen a few buzzer beaters. Some games come down to the wire. Teams come back from double digits late. And we could have another case here. 48.6 all notched up as Howard will inbound. It'll be Hollis for the Wildcats.
Coach Victory barking out the instructions. They played great defense tonight.
Great deflection.
And I think that's going to stay with, that's going to go to CR?
It'll stay
with
here.
Howard.
Great
That's
deflection by Brianna Brooks, who's covering the inbound. So now with Blatch Huggins on the bench, Nalea Wright will be their main ball handler. They'll look to get the ball to her, you would think, and then maybe down low to Rouse.
Now you can throw this ball back court. That's perfectly legal. So if they send Hollis or somebody into the backcourt, and the danger there is if it's picked off, CR is already 2/3 of the way to the hoop, and all your defenders are going to be down this end. So we have time apparently on the clock. It says 4.6 seconds, but
should have about 50.
It should be up around 50 seconds, right? 46.6. There we go.
There we go. And you know, surprisingly, these teams have maybe struggled a few turnovers on the inbound today.
And what do we have?
Looks like it'll be a timeout. Howard with a 30-second timeout for Howard. And it might be a little while before we bring the end of this game, but we can assure you that it's a good one. All tied up here, 55-46.6. And what has been an amazing fourth quarter as Cesar Rodney has battled back down by 8 to 10 points throughout until about the 3-minute mark, where they're able to hit a couple triples and get themselves back in it. And now we are all tied. Both teams dealing with foul trouble as Renasia Black-Huggins is fouled out for Howard, and Cornegay Lucas fouling out for Cesar Rodney. So both teams losing some star power here late in the fourth, but they'll have to fight on here, tied with 46.6 to play, as Howard will have the inbound. Let's see what they draw up here. They get it down low to Wright, who somehow finds some space and lays it in.
Wow, she was way under that hoop there, Nick.
Don't know how she got that one to go, but she did, and that'll put Howard up by 2 with 42.9 remaining.
She was basically under the basket.
Yeah, double team.
And she got it off the glass and then, bounced off the rim once and through. Immediate timeout.
Great inbound pass from Hollis as well to feed her right in her pocket. And now a 2-point Howard lead with 42.9 to go. And another timeout on the floor. So buckle up as we have another great final coming your way from the Diamond State Classic here at the St. E Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Live here. Thanks for joining us on 302 Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside my partner Mike Lang, Jason Winchell to my left, Nick Hall and Caitlin Ferry here as well. And what has been a great game as Howard has maintained a pretty much 8 to 10 point lead throughout the second half. and the first half as well. Lost that lead late here in the fourth quarter. Caesar Rodney able to hit some shots.
And now we have CR. We're going to have to see them play their first possession without Cornegay Lucas. So
Very
we'll see
good point.
where now they have some long distance options out there. Brooks, Reed, and McCullough. So 2 points doesn't necessarily mean overtime.
So we'll see who handles the ball for him here, as they've had trouble getting it across anyway. Now without Cornegay Lucas as well. Looked like someone's open down low, but Ayers takes it herself, unable to scoop it in. Brooks on the pass from Ayers, and she lays it in for two. 29 and ticking here. Timeout Caesar Rodney with 28.3, 57-57. Ayers misses the shot, gets her in rebound, finds Brooks, she finishes.
Nick, we talked all night about Cornegay Lucas having to play point guard and the scoring guard, and the forward, she's down to rebounding. Like, who else can handle the ball for them? Yeah. Well, how about Lillian Ayers? She did a sweet job getting across that timeline, going one-on-one with Rouse, finding Brooks underneath. Actually, it was Brooks made the basket, but after the rebound.
Yeah, great job to get to the basket. She had a clear road, unable to finish, but got her own rebound and then made a great pass instead of trying to put it right back up herself.
So maybe Lillian Ayers is the answer if you need a ball handler, in addition to Cornegay Lucas. That was a great play. You see Zoe Scott. She is fired up, the senior.
And Reed and Brooks also capable of hitting those outside shots, so look out for them here late as well. 28.3, Howard Wimbound, probably be in the hands of Wright, but she'll inbound herself to start. She's been their primary ball handler since the loss of Blatch Huggins. Now 26 seconds to play, she'll bring it up. Here's Wright. One-on-one with Alexis Reed, she passes it over to Hollis. She'll get it back, 20 seconds now to play. Crossover. Spin move inside, gets inside, nice tries to find Rouse, but it'll be stolen. Now CR on the break.
Oh, we have a collision
and
down here.
A hard foul as Wright fouls Jillian Baker, but might have been a good
Scott
foul.
Getting in the way of that pass, causing the turnover.
Caesar Rodney storming
no points
back
tonight for Zoe, but the defensive play of the game right there so far. So far, we only have 12 seconds to go.
So after the foul call, that'll send Jillian Baker to the line with a chance to put CR in front for the first time since I can remember. 12.6 to play, and she banks it in. 58-57. The Riders have taken the lead here late in the fourth. With 12 and a half seconds to play, Mike.
Yeah, what a ride tonight, huh?
And she buries the second to stretch the lead to 2 points. So they lost Cornegay Lucas. They were down 10 with 3 minutes left. They somehow were able to find a way to storm back, and now they lead by 2 with 12 and a half seconds left.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. What a great day of basketball here. The Ursuline game, which unfortunately we didn't have, was one on a buzzer beater, and then just watching the mastery of Modern Day against Central Dauphin today. What an outstanding job Modern Day did. And after the Special Olympics break at 5, to have this game here with the the First State Orthopedics Cup, two of the better teams in Delaware, Caesar Rodney and Howard, to put on a great show. And Howard just seems to have lost their offense a little bit here in the fourth quarter. 3 field goals and a couple free throws have allowed the Riders just to get right back into this. And CR's is putting points up left and right in this quarter.
And what we haven't seen in the fourth quarter is obviously Blatch Huggins. She's gotten into foul trouble. And we haven't seen them getting the ball down low to Rouse, who has 20-plus points tonight. She's been hitting her free throws as well, but not a field goal. Maybe 1 field goal for her here in the fourth.
2 in the fourth.
2 in the fourth. But when you lose Blatch Huggins, you lose the ability to get her the ball like they have been doing. So down by 2, 12 and a half seconds left. Howard will inbound. It'll be Wright with a chance to tie or take the lead.
And CR's got to have a timeout here, it looks like.
And they get it in. Here's
CR's
Hollis,
got
back to
some
Wright.
height, and Blatch Huggins can see over them. And these other guards are a little smaller. 7 seconds.
7 seconds, 6. Wright gets in the paint, doesn't get it to go. It'll be tipped out, and good! Tipped out! Kanaya Meacham off the bench for Howard as she buries the second chance attempt, and we're heading to overtime. 59-59, Mike. We cannot get enough basketball.
And here go Conrad players. Look like they're going to go take a break somewhere. We got bonus basketball.
Unbelievable finish here. Well, I shouldn't even say finish. Come down to the wires. We're heading to overtime.
What I was saying before, Blatch Huggins a little bit taller, can get that ball into Wright over this tall CR team. But you're relying on Wright and Hollis and Meacham to do that work. They've got to get the ball up and over. Meacham on the spot there, gets that rebound. Wright was buried inside of Zoe Scott. A couple other defenders step back. He's about 8-footer, 10-footer, and baseline jumper right in there. And it is OT time here at the St. East Center.
And that's why you like to take a shot with some time left in case you're able to get that offensive rebound. Wright threw it up there with about 5 seconds left. They got the board and were able to finish. And now we're heading to overtime. Both teams, though, missing some key players. Cornegay Lucas fouled out for Cesar Rodney. Blatch Huggins fouled out for Howard. So we'll head into overtime with both primary ball handlers on the benches.
Out of here, like we like to say. So we've had a couple buzzer beaters this week, and that one was just before the buzzer. For all intents and purposes, that was a buzzer beater.
So 55-59, 4-minute overtime on the way. Howard wins the tip as Harden will dribble into the paint, take it back out. Struggled to have some field goals late in the fourth quarter. As Wright looking to make a pass, she'll cross over and step back out.
They're content to run down some clock here and wait for the shot they want. I'm sure they'd love to get it into Rouse. She's been a little quiet here lately.
Yeah. So Wright looking here, looking for the right play. She'll take a crossover dribble, cross back over into the paint, another one. As she looks for someone, launches it deep in the corner to Meacham, who gets it back out to Hollis.
Yeah, they've already run off 50 seconds of the clock here.
So here's Wright, and she'll take it back out again, as they're not going to settle for anything less than the shot they want here. 3 minutes now left in overtime, all notched at 59 between Howard and Cesar Rodney at the Diamond State Classic consolation round.
Already down to 2:50 remaining. They've burned
may take one possession this whole overtime.
So if you need a bathroom break, Nick, it's time to get head out. Oh, three-pointer, no good.
Meacham long on the three, but Rouse comes up with a board now into the hands of Harden as Ayers will trap her with Reed, but she gets baseline rejected by Ayers into the hands of Reed, and she'll get fouled by Harden. So 2:30 now in overtime, 59-59. This will send Alexis Reed back to the line. She had a huge triple late in the fourth quarter. Way to come down with the rebound there. And now a chance to put Ciara ahead in overtime, but unable to connect on the first free throw attempt. So here's the second. Reed. And we'll have a lane violation, looked like on Ayers, who might have got there too early, if I'm not mistaken.
So that one will not count.
And that basket will not count. So Ayers a little bit early on the free throw into the lane. It'll be a lane violation, turnover. And now Howard has the ball at 2:25, still tied at 59 here in overtime. Hollis looking for someone, finds Wright across court, who feeds it back to Hollis, who flashes high post, and they get it right to Rouse. That's what they wanted. Won't get it to go, but Hollis gets the offensive rebound.
I think Rouse is just a little bit too far into the bucket, but you're right. That's the play they've been looking for, and there's a walk on Meacham.
So they did a good job of setting it up. They got it to her, just unable to finish down low, and was a tough contested shot.
Yeah, I think she's just one step too far underneath. They've had trouble getting the ball to Rouse lately, and that's the play they want.
So 2:04 and ticking now, 59-59 here left in overtime. As we're coming in for what should be a great ending. As that three by Reed is short into the hands of Wright, and she'll try to take it away. She's going to be trapped. Gets it to Rouse, to Harden, back to Wright. And now they'll come with it, 1:45 and ticking. She gets into the paint, draws the foul, and one.
Wow, there you go, Nalia Wright.
Nobody wanted to stop ball. She got past the first level of defenders, got into the paint, floats it up, takes the contact, and finishes. 61-59 now, 1:44 remaining. Great play by Nalea Wright. And now she'll head to the line to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play here in overtime. 1:44 left. And Strong on the free throw, but Rouse with the rebound.
Oh, up and down there.
Could have been a jump ball, but get her for the up and down as well. So it'll be CR ball now. 2-point game, 1:40 remaining. Brianna Brooks dribbling it up for the Riders. As a 2-3 zone now for Howard. They get it into Ayers on the high post. She might have walked, gets it out to Alexis Reed, who takes it inside. Left hand and good. Way to hang in the air and finish around the defenders. 61-61, 1:15 to play.
They changed that defense without Cornegay Lucas. They're not running that trap.
And they turn it over here as Howard throws it away. And now CR gets the possession back. 1:11 to play here in overtime. All tied up at 61. As Brianna Brooks will inbound. No, excuse me, Alexis Reed. So they get it to her with 1:08 to play. She tries to get it up ahead quickly. Not paying attention, though, is her teammates. But somehow CR gets it back.
It's like a hot potato out there.
Here's McCullough on the wing. Gets it back to Reed. Brianna Brooks takes a deep three. Almost got it to go. Rebound, Rouse comes in and fights and takes it away from Cesar Rodney. Great board.
She really just stole that.
And now they got up ahead, 2-on-1, now 2-on-3 as Hollis splits the defenders and draws the foul.
Stole that right out of Baker's hands. I think Baker's going to get called for the foul here. Number 10, it is Jill Baker.
Great rebound there.
Hollis, the shooter. I think Howard was a little fortunate. That ball rolling around down there. The CR did not come up with it.
Browse with a very forceful rebound there, and it leads to the break and the foul, so a chance to go ahead for Howard here late in overtime. Unable to connect on the first free throw, though, is Hollis. So 42.1 seconds left, tied at 61. One more free throw coming for Hollis. And what has been an incredible consolation game here at the Diamond State Classic. And here's the second free throw from Hollis. She gets to go, and that will give the Wildcats a 1-point lead as we have 40 seconds left and winding as Brianna Brooks brings it up for the Riders. Down by 1. Howard in that 2-3 zone. Here's Alexis Reed. She's going to dribble around.
Oh,
and an offensive foul.
Illegal screen on Ayers.
A big call. It'll be a turnover for the Riders. Howard will take the ball back with 30 seconds left, up by 1. And we'll have a timeout here by Cesar Rodney.
It's not for CR. You got to find out who do you foul. You know, who are you going to put on the line for Howard and make them shoot? As you mentioned, the free throw shooting, not great. Kayla Rouse, 2 for 4. Nalea Wright, just 1 free throw. 2 free throws tonight. She's 0 for 2. So you got to pick somebody to throw on the line there. Hollis is 4 for 6. That's probably the person that Howard's going to look to get the ball, but maybe not the one they want to see shooting those free throws.
So what a game between Cesar Rodney and Howard. Cesar Rodney really turned it around. Waited a little bit till the end of the fourth quarter to get things going, but they stormed back from a double-digit deficit, tie the game. We send it to overtime. And now with 30 seconds left, Howard holding a 1-point lead, 62-61.
Yeah, this has been a great game. We're going to have the third member of our broadcast crew, Caitlin Ferry, with a player of the game after this.
Who knows who it is yet, because
Yeah,
we're
not
coming
real
down
sure.
to the wire. Howard up by 1. They inbound with 30 seconds. Let's see if CR fouls right away or goes for the steal. They're going to foul, and they'll foul Nalea Wright. So she'll head to the line to try to extend this Howard lead with 25 seconds left here in overtime.
Scored the only field goal of the overtime so far.
And she has nothing but net on her first attempt. 63-61 now. Howard leads by 2. So whether this is good or not, it'll still be a one-possession game, 25 seconds to play, unless they're able to come up with the offensive rebound, which wouldn't be shocking here. But she cashes both of them in. So 64-61, 25.4 seconds left to play here. So CR down 3, 25 seconds. They got 2 pretty good shooters on the outside with Brianna Brooks and Alexis Reed, and also McCullough's hit a 3 as well.
Yeah, a lot of three-point shooters for the Riders. They are not out of this at 64-61. We thought they might have been out of it when they were down 8. They could never get over that hump, and they got through the 8, and they cut that down pretty quickly after that. Tied it real late. And lots of threes in the scorebook here.
And if there's a trend here at the Diamond State Classic, is that there might be another buzzer beater coming to send us to double overtime. Who knows? It's been that kind of week here at the Diamond State Classic.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait to see who our player of the game is. We may not have one for a while. Jason says he wants to be here all night. We're gonna producers napping on the job over there.
So here's Ayers to inbound for Caesar Rodney. They're down 3 with 25 seconds left. They get it into Alexis Reed, and the clock starts here, 22 and ticking, as Reed goes around the defender.
Wow, they're going to get
and draw the
Harden
foul.
for the foul. That's probably not a bad idea.
So Reed head to the line with the clock stopped. That's what you want if you're the Riders. 18 and a half seconds, down by 3 here in our first overtime.
But if you're CR, do you make and miss? Well, the first one has to get in first, and it does.
And nothing but net for Reed on the first. So now just a 2-point game, 18 and a half seconds left here in overtime. As Reed will take her second, and that's good. 2 for 2 from the line for Alexis Reed. 1-point game, 18 and a half seconds left. CR going to put on the pressure. Oof. Nice catch by Nalia Wright.
Well, they can't let her go too long, and there's the foul from Brooks, her 4th, I believe. Kind of lost track of those fouls a long time ago. It is her 4th.
So 2 shots for Nalia Wright. So Howard, 1-point lead, 14.8 seconds left here in overtime. And her first free throw is good, so a 2-point game. This, a big free throw, can make it a 3-point game with 14.8 to play in this overtime matchup between Caesar Rodney and Howard. As that's good, 2 for 2, 2 big free throws for Nalia Wright, and here we go, 13 seconds to go here. Caesar Rodney down by 3. 10 seconds.
Here, Nick?
Let's see. Alexis Reed trying to find some room, goes around the defender, gets trapped, has to get rid of the ball. 3 seconds. Brooks gets rid of it, and that'll be short. Maybe looked online, but it won't go.
All righty,
and now
so
we'll do it.
Big 66-63 win. Our player of the game for Howard is Kayla Rouse. She finished with 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 points for Kayla Rouse. We're going to try to get a hold of her with Caitlin Ferry. 22 points for Rouse. She did a great job underneath, especially in the first half, consistently getting open.
Yeah, and you pair her
we still
with
have another game to go here.
Oh, and which should be a great one.
Yeah, this
one
is
we've been
an
looking forward
game
to all day. Who knows if it could be any better than the one you just saw between Howard and Caesar Rodney as it went into overtime. Howard able to pull it out by 3, 66-63 in overtime. So a great game, as our sideline reporter Caitlin Ferry will be with our 302 Sports player of the game, Kayla Rouse, shortly. And Mike, Caesar Rodney down by 8 late in the 4th. They storm back, but Howard's able to hold them off in overtime.
Yeah, and I think CR did a great job coming back, hitting 3-pointers when he needed to, causing a lot of turnovers. frustrating Howard without Blatch Huggins after she fouled out. We didn't think they were going to be able to do it, but an amazing comeback for the Wildcats. Looks like we're going to have to wait a second here for Kayla Rouse as she is over there with a colleague of ours. So we're going to give her
So again, though, thanks for joining us in what was an incredible game. Both teams getting kind of a gut check, losing some premier players late to foul trouble, but able to push through. Howard gets the victory.
So, Nick, coming up, we were going to have Conrad and Red Bank Catholic. So this should be the Caseys and the Red Wolves.
And we saw them both play yesterday. You for sure were impressed, as both looked very good. And now they meet up tonight in what should be a great, great game. So be sure to tune into that one. We'll be live here on 302 Sports. You're fortunate to be with us again.
All right, so it looks like we have Kayla. We're going to hustle over here and get this one in.
So we're going to send it over to Caitlin.
All right, so we got Caitlin Ferry with Kayla Rouse. Kayla, camera's up this way. Take it away.
Good.
You're good.
Hi, guys. I'm down here with Rouse. She's number 21. How are you doing tonight?
Good.
So, what worked so well that allowed you to get open underneath?
I use my height, I don't know.
What was the game plan to defend Kylie Lucas?
Nothing, just go straight up and rebound over her.
And CR had battled back to tie late. What was going through your mind when this was happening, especially, going into overtime?
Nothing really. Just we had to win.
And final question. It must have felt nice to pull against one of the good season Rodneys. How did you feel to have 22 points tonight?
Great. Yeah.
Have you ever been at the Classic before?
Yes.
And you guys won last year, correct?
Yes.
And how did that feel?
It was wonderful.
All right, well, thank you for joining us down here on 302 Sports. Signing off to you guys.
All right, that's going to do it for this one. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Conrad, Red Bank Catholic, Mike Lang, Nick Alcindrini, and we'll be back after this.